Hello, mates. Today we're going to talk about modifiers. And what is really important about modifiers, it's make your life easier and will help you solve any algorithms. So in the algorithm, usually when you do the code interview or so, you have two things to accomplish. First, show how you can solve the issue. So think logically, try to, but they also you should show how you can use language, right? How what the difference between, let's say, for each and for loop, where to use, how to use. So in that case I will show you modifiers specifically for string code interviews. When they ask you to do something with the strings, it can be like the arrays with the string, can be just the string, and you have to modify them somehow. So Swift has bunch of the really useful one, but we will talk about 11 most useful modifiers. If you will learn them, how to use them, that will help you not just for stupid code like algorithm, and you like, I learned it for 3 months, and then I never use that. So you will learn it and you will use it for every day on your work, or like day by day after day. So I will talk about things like when we need greeting, right? If we have a string, what we can do, we can like use the, I hope you know like all this stuff about the closure or whatever. So first one going to be sorted. How we can sort it, we can say it's like first element and the second should be sorted in that way. So you can see already that's going to be output. So if I'll print it one more time, that's what you get. Cool. So it's interesting run, right? But how many of them I can use? And technically that's everything what you can do. Most of them. So let's say, also I really like to put them this way. You can even split it to another row. So in that case, you can split something by whatever you want to, like whatever you want to. It will split it. You can filter it. Say like after splitting, you see we have like some empty elements or elements like that. So you can say filter them. I don't want to have them. You can do last, so drop or show the last one. You can remove last. As I said, you can get last. Then you can join them back with whatever you want to join. You can so this one is really complicated one, but it's technically will take the whole sort of like elements. So it's going to be like hello in this case, and then it's going to be the playground, and it will split it by that. uh, Later I will show you more examples when we go through the um, particular examples with algorithms. The second one, mapping. Oh, mapping is the best one. You can map whatever you want to where you want to. So let me just show you the example what Apple says. So let's say you have an array and you say, hey, each element should be lowercase, and you get it. Boom, you don't need to do like the anything else, you just get it. Then you say, hey, also curious how many characters each element has, and boom, you got it right away. So map is really important one. Mapping, that's the key for success during the code interview. Also in this case I say, hey, each element should be integer. So let's say if you have input something like that, it will really help you to make it integer. Cool. Sorted. We already talked about it, but let me just show you a bit more. Uh, it has bunch of the useful cases when you want to like bring some error cases or so during the response, or when you're working with the network, or technically when you're working with any data and you want to store it specific way. It can like, it has many different way how you can store it here, store it there, whatever. But in the general, if you need provide specific order, uh, you can do it by just sorted one line of the code. And also just remarkable thing, we have a string, and then we just say do with this string this and that. um, of course, if you want to store it, you need to say like var result, and then it will do like all this magic for you. um, I don't know. I really like that. It makes code cleaner. Everyone understand what you do, especially for you after you will back. You will understand what you did. And on the code interview, it's really important to also see the format, not just messing everything together. Of course, you can do like the element, like modifier by modifier, just adding more and more and more and more. But I mean, I just prefer do it this way. So you can sort it. You can reduce something. Reduce is like really cool one. Oh my god, guys! I was so full that I didn't use it before. Because let me see. Yeah, because it may be this way. So let me just close something. Oh, awesome! So reduce. Look at that. You have a letter, and probably you many time already tried to solve it. Just find the like each element and like how many times that element uh, you will met in your array. So it's question for frequency. So counting frequency, how many times. Uh, cool. You have a string, and then you just say reduce this way. Counts in this case gonna be dictionary letter. In this case, gonna be an each character, and then default 0, and then plus 1. So increasing by 1. Again, 2 line of code. Well, parentheses, so like 3, but technically 3 lines of code, and you get the result. So the issue is done. Issue is solved. Also, after you can map it, whatever you can sort it, whatever you want to. So really cool one. Uh, just suggest use it more and more. Really cool modifier. Also, it has a max, and also I really like to do the for each, because in that case you can really just for each whatever you want to. So item, and then you can add something to your item or so. So versus doing for I'm sorry for item in uh, in greeting and blah 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 print. Let's say if I want to like print any of them item. Let me see. By the way, what's gonna happen? Yeah, so it's gonna do like print all of them. Cool. But I mean, I can just do it here. Just print item. I don't need this, and it will do it. Boom. Also, we already did the splitting, whatever. So whatever can be applied already, it works. It just do all this nice stuff right away. Um, we can reduce that, and then we can for I don't remember can we for each or not the tuples. Maybe not. But that's like the main way how you solve almost any code question challenges. That's the base, and also it will shows to people who interviewing your what you know, what your knowledge of the language, because the modifiers is not just making like fancy stuff, it's also making things works better. So it's regarding the productivity and efficiency for sure. Cool. So let's jump. Let me just close that. Let's jump through the couple really important examples how we can use it. So let's say we have frequent count, as I just said. What we do reduce. Nice, right? We're using the reduce, so um, we get the letter count right away. So now we have a dictionary. We will sort it. We will prefix. In that case, we want to see the only 3 of them. Um, 3 of the characters. See, we have like different characters. I'm sorry, maybe like this, but it will print only 3 of them. Cool. And also we do the for each, really nice. Here, that's the solution. Reduce, sorted, prefix, for each. Boom, you got it. Counting, frequency counting. Awesome. Let's jump to the next one. Next one, remove duplication. So also I want to mention guard is a really important one. If you're not really clear about like the guard or if let, how that works. So what technically we say that if string is empty, so guard sort of like the rule. We will go next to next steps only like guard only if it's not empty. If it's empty, do string. So after we checking that requirement, then we say that um, we will create array with the characters, because if you go through the strings, you should get the characters. One character, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight characters. As I said, you can check last. You can append. Append is subsequence, so you can work with the array to append some elements or remove last from that, and then you return whatever. So in that case, it's pretty straightforward. That of course, if it's going to be all somewhere here, it will not working. But the question just regarding if they goes one after another. In that case, you will get the solution. Pretty quick, pretty easy. Guard to match requirements, and then we can create the again array list with characters, because we will go through the bookkeeper and all this stuff. Yeah, cool. So next one, let me see, snake case. By the way, before we start with the snake case, I'm sure you know, maybe you don't know, foundation, as you may see here, foundation has specific modifier when you're working with network. So technically, you can just after you get the data, you can say dot snake case. It will do for you. But of course, on the code interview, they just want to see like what you can do, what you can do, and let's see what we done here. Also, you can put guard if you want. Before it's every time is the best practice to say like guard, put the met the requirements, and then go further. So you have a string and a component separated by. This is the cool one. So character set alphanumeric inverted. So in that case, it will remove everything you don't need it in that case, like alphanumeric or something like that. And then what we do, also same stuff. We say, hey, filter everything, because after we remove the all alphanumeric, it will just shows you like the quotes, like double quotes, and then size is going to be nothing. So we say remove all empty objects. Done. Then we say map them all, make them lowercase, and then just join everything what we got with the lower hyphen. In that case, you will get cats, dogs are awesome. So that was removed, that was removed, that was removed, that was removed. Uh, Solution, really quick. Again, modifiers is really important, because again, guys, don't learn how to solve algorithm just as you like learn something every time. You do not do, the idea is stop trying to memorize or like to remember every time new system. For this algorithm one system, for another algorithm one system, no, you have to build your foundation, you have to build your core, and your core is know how to modifiers works, because that's what you will do. You will modify the data. It's not just about the how like create the hash map. It's not about that. It's about how you use the data, and right now we're just talking about the strings. So next video going to be about the integers. So two different things, but they're not like really different, just some uh tiny things. Cool. Next one, we have longest word. In that case, we will need find which word is longest, and the burgers is longest. So the idea is here that remove punctuation and split this sentence into words. That's what we do again. So it's going to be one element, it's going to be another element, and third element. But also the empty place will present as the empty element. But we already know what to do with empty elements. Filter them all. Boom. And then really cool one, max, where we say the first element should be less than second element. So just give me the which element is the biggest. And you got it. You got the burgers as the longest word. Again, component, punctuation, remove punctuation and split this sentence into words. Then filter them and get the longest word. Easy, easy peasy. Cool, cool, cool. So chop, chop. Oh, this is the cool one. That's the really good case where you see what's the difference between forEach and for loop. So valid parentheses. We assume that if we have open parentheses, we can have closed parentheses, right? We will create the stack and work a bit more with the stack. So we have some expression like that. Some of them open, some of them closed, so we're not really sure how that's supposed to be. So if parenthesis is open, let's just store it. And then if parenthesis is closed, this is the really interesting one. So that we just append it to stock. And if we have closed parenthesis, we will pop last. Pop last, what it do? It's not just like the removing the last, it's also taking and show it to you. So in that case, of course, return false if stack is empty. In that case, what we say that if current character, and the pop one, so the top from stack, it means like the previous one character is like that, we say continue. Or if it's like that or like that, like that. So continue, it means we say, hey, do another iteration. We got what we want to get, do next iteration, next iteration, next iteration. If not, returns fall, then default continue. So the idea is we just appending and stacking more and more and more and more. And in the end, we see if stack is empty or not. And if it's empty, we need to say, hey, true, right? Just return true. So let's say if we have one more parenthesis, it will say false. And if we have like parenthesis like that, one more, it will true again. So this is a bit different approach. This is idea of why we need for loop, because we can play with word continue. You can continue for each. It's really important. And then you append something and you pop up something. So something goes in, something goes out, but not just goes out. It goes out and appear. So you can take it and show. You can show whatever you took from there. Cool. That's a bit harder one, but also a nice one. And the last one, oh, that's the cool one. So contains, but also sometimes they ask you to do recursion. So recursion when method used itself. Again, we do guard, as you know, and if it's not empty, we met conditions, so go next. We do lost. Again, no problem to make it like this. But I mean, if it can fit in one line, yeah, let's do one line. So we say if last character, lowercase, equal a, because like contains a. If it equal a, or contains, again contains, that the input, we do input, we do prefix, so it's like the prefix input count one. Cool. Let me see what happens here. True. So in that case, we're checking and then we goes one step back, I believe here. Let me see if it's, oh, we do return, right? Return true. So in that case, it will be like true. Or if it's not true, do this one. So one more time, we're checking last. We make it lowercase and we check if it equal, if it's true or not. If it's not true, or in any case, it's just go back and do like recursion. Really, really easy. So cool. That's everything what I want to show for right now. So just remember, guys, modifiers, understand them, learn them, check them, how they use, why they need, and make your code clean and fast. Good luck